I want to share with you a message today, and I want to read from Genesis chapter 41, verses 51 and 52. And it reads, "And Joseph called the name of his firstborn Manasseh, for God, said he, has made me forget all my toil and my father's house. And the name of the second called he Ephraim, for God has caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction." From those two verses, I want to use as a subject, master forgetfulness and manifest fruitfulness. Joseph, the patriarch, who was the son of Jacob and the grandson of Abraham, became the governor of Egypt, the very nation he was sold into slavery by the Ishmaelites by way of his own brothers. As a result of his time in Egypt, he spent the majority of that time prior to his gubernatorial reign as a prisoner for bogus charges of rape from his former employer's wife. These were some very dark days for Joseph that could have scarred and traumatized him emotionally for the rest of his life, but he wouldn't allow it to happen. In order for him to become the governor of Egypt, he first of all had to govern his emotions and his passions and keep them at a minimum. As a result, he would govern Potiphar's prison and his fellow prisoners. Before then, he governed his father Jacob's livestock. Joseph could have been an emotional cripple by the events that occurred in his life as he entered into adulthood, but he found a way to leverage them to his advantage. He navigated through the negativity, he charted through the challenges to being set over the land of Egypt. He would be blessed with two sons to carry on his name and his legacy. And the firstborn is called Manasseh, and Manasseh means causing to forget, one who forgets. It is to deliberately, intentionally, and volitionally lose remembrance of. It is to desert, neglect, remit, remove, and deprive. And the more you starve your memories, the less power they'll have in your mental capacity. Because many times we should understand the principle that our memories shouldn't be as strong as our imaginations, but often they are. Our reflections are often stronger than our projections because we gaze at our past, but we only glance at our future. And we should reverse the trend. We should gaze at our future when we should actually glance at our past. Many times we give too much power, attention, and credence to a period of time and events that no longer exist because it takes a lot of deep recollection in order to pull up the past. And it can deprive us of energy that we should invest into our future. So we should master forgetfulness, and anything we master, we gain a thorough understanding of it, and we function in it with proficiency and dominance. It means to conquer the challenge. For God, Joseph said, has made me forget. Isn't that amazing? It takes divine, supernatural, heavenly, and celestial fortitude. And God in the Hebrew in that text is Elohim. El, the prefix, is the strong one, the mighty one, the powerful one. Elohim is the true God of Scripture that is to be revealed as the majestic one who rules all in all. So this implies that Joseph couldn't forget the negative experiences of his life in his own human strength and power. It took a power beyond him that had to be made manifest in him in order for him to overcome many of the negative experiences that he had. He said that he would forget his toil. Toil is amal in Hebrew, A-M-A-L. It means trouble, mischief, grievance, pain, misery as a result of heavy, wearisome labor. So he said, I'm going to forget my toil and my father's house, including Jacob rebuking him for his dreams, his brothers wanting to kill him, and they settled for selling him. You have to remember that Joseph's mother, Rachel, had died, so he had no maternal nurturing to embrace. And only God can empower you to master forgetfulness of the negative experiences of your family and your foes. Only when you acknowledge that God has made you to forget, only then is when you acknowledge that God will cause you. Now, I want you to go back and look at the verses. It says here, for God, verse 51, has made me forget. Then verse 52 says, for God has caused me to be fruitful. And that's what Ephraim's name means. It means double ash heap, that I will be doubly fruitful. Double fruit, double land, and twin land. Now, in closing, there's no question that God gave Joseph double for his trouble. The word fruitful is parah, P-A-R-A-H in Hebrew, meaning to cause to increase, grow, bear, and bring fruit, or to increase with offspring. To burden with fruit. Now, this is happening in the same place where he arrived as a slave and a prisoner, and it was the cause or the divine reasoning for him to be elevated as a ruler and liberator, not only of Egypt, but also his family in Israel. The fruitfulness will far outweigh the affliction when God is the cause for your rising. And this affliction is onay, O-N-I-Y. In Hebrew, it means poverty and misery, because slaves and prisoners have nothing. Joseph allowed the Lord to bless him with everything that aligned with his purpose and destiny, that allowed him to bless his family, meet every need in their lives. You know, he brought them to Goshen. He took care of them for the rest of their lives, as well as the nation of Egypt. He saved the nation of Egypt from economic depravity. God allowed his fruitfulness to be manifested, to display or show or demonstrate as a testament to all of us that the same places that appear to take you under will be the same places that will be vehicles that God will use to take you over. Master forgetfulness, and you will manifest fruitfulness. Peace.